If you want to live long on this earth, do this one thing: be wicked. If people are complaining about your wickedness, top it more wicked. If they keep complaining, top another wicked raised to power 10. So keep increasing your wickedness. Remember, even the Bible said that God is giving a sinner and a wicked one long life to see that if they will repent. So as long as you did not change from your wickedness, you keep living longer. So that is the only option that will make you to live so longer as you desire. Keep being wicked to people.
All right, guys. Now you all have watched that video and you see what the TikToker he said about being wicked. The Lord has given grace to sinners. Are giving them more time for them to repent. So is that enough? Is that the more reason why people should keep on being wicked? Now, what do you all think about this statement of this man? What this man said in this video? So I want us to discuss about this. They claim that being wicked, when you are being wicked, you will actually live long. So I said we should really talk about this whole thing. Being wicked and you live long. How possible? Is it really true that when you are living a life like this, you really live long? So this thing, it all matters how you are able to understand it, whether you are a Christian or not. All matter is how you're able to understand this. We all know that wicked people does not really live a good life. Wicked people does not really end well. Note this: wicked people does not really live a good life. Wicked people does not really end well. So that claim of saying that when you are being wicked, you tend to live longer is very, very wrong. Even though the Lord, the Creator, have been giving more grace and more time to sinners to change of their ways, does not mean that you must continue to be engaging yourself on criminal things. It does not mean that you should continue to engage yourself on things that are not good. It does not mean that you should continue to engage yourself on righteous things, that because you believe that if you keep on living this kind of a life, if you keep on maintaining this kind of a lifestyle that is not right, that you will live long. That is very, very wrong. That is a wrong information. So I know that a lot of people will misunderstand this information, so they will not understand this. So people will be very quick, to grab the information as it was being delivered by this man. So I know that this man saying this thing, he himself knows what he's saying and he has the reason for saying this. So what matter is how you're able to consume the information, how you're able to understand the information, whether you are a Christian or not. But at least you are a learned person, you are an educated person, you're able to understand the information that this man is trying to pass right here. Being wicked is not a good thing, which we already know. Living a life that is not of good, living an unrighteous life, is not a good thing. So that claim that you will tend to live longer when you are being wicked, when you are engaging yourself in things that are not good, when you engage yourself in criminal things, engage yourself in unrighteous things, is very, very false. It's not true. It's very, very false. It's not true. It's just because of the grace of God that is available for all. It's just because of the grace of God that is available for everyone, whether you are a Christian, whether you are a Muslim, whether you are a pagan, or whatever it is that you believe in, whatever religion you believe in. The grace of God is in abundance for everyone. So that is why sinners, people that are engaging in one criminality or one righteousness or the other, they tend to have enough time, enough grace for them to change their ways. They tend to have enough time, enough grace for them to repent and be of good behaviors. So that does not really mean that you must be of this kind of behavior, or you must live that kind of a lifestyle for you to live long. So this kind of information is a very false information. So it depends on how you're able to understand this information, for you to get the right thing about this whole statement, that for you to live long, you have to live an unrighteous life. That for you to live long, you have to live a lifestyle that is not of good. That for you to live long, you have to live a wicked life. And this kind of information is not really true at all. So I hope you're able to understand this whole information and get what I'm trying to say. Try to understand what this man is trying to say and what I'm trying to say. This man may not actually mean what he's saying, but it's just an information he's trying to pass across. So what matters is how you're able to understand the information and make proper use of it. That is one thing about social media, and that is the power of social media. When an information go viral, when an information circulate around social media, so what matters is how you're able to get that information and make good use of it or bad use of it. So it matter the part. What matters is the path that you choose. What matters is your choice. What matters is how you want to take that information and make use of it, whether for good or for bad. Now, know this now. Even though the wicked ones have enough time and enough grace for them to change their ways and live right, it does not really mean that kind of a lifestyle is a true and good lifestyle. It does not really guarantee you living a long life. I've seen a lot of wicked people. I've seen a lot of people, righteous people. I see a lot of people who engage in one criminal thing or the other. I see a lot of people who involve themselves on one devilish thing or the other. They didn't live long. They died young. So that should not be a guarantee. So I want you all to get your information rightly and make good use of it. All right, guys, that will be on this video. I'll see you on next.